Hey y'all, welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time tuning into one of my videos. My name is Latori and I create fashion and fragrance content. And so today, instead of my typical fragrance review, I'm going to be sharing all of my favorite body care items, because it doesn't matter what perfume you have, it doesn't matter how much you pay for it. You can't spray that over top of funk and filth. You just can't. So I'm going to be sharing all of the things that I use to take care of myself and prepare my skin to really accept the fragrance so that it can really do what it needs to do. So let's get right into it. So the very first step in any body care routine is to clean yourself. And of course that starts with soap. So my favorite body wash or soap that I use every single time that I get into the shower is Dove. I use the Dove Sensitive Skin Body Wash, or if I'm using a bar soap, it'll be the Dove Winter Care. I don't have any Dove Winter Care right now because it's summer and I can't find it, but I typically stock up on it during the winter so that I can have it until they start selling it again because it's seasonal. But this is just fine for me until I can get that again. So this or the Dove Winter Care I'm using every single time I'm in the shower, and it has a very, very faint scent. I can't do things with a lot of heavy fragrances because that can sometimes irritate my skin depending on what it is. So this is the very first step for me. And with this, I use exfoliating gloves. So the exfoliating gloves that I use, I order from Amazon, and it comes in a pack of like 10 or 12, I believe. And this is what the pack looks like. These are what the gloves look like, and I just use 2 of these, and I put the body wash on there and I clean myself with these. And I prefer exfoliating gloves over like a loofah or anything like that because I feel like these are just a bit more effective. They're not super abrasive to where it's going to irritate your skin, but it gets the job done and it exfoliates while you are cleaning. And I'm very, very big on exfoliating. So this to me is like, it was a game changer when I first started using these. I was kind of upset that I didn't know about it before because they really do make a huge difference in how soft your skin feels because you are exfoliating every single time you're in the shower. Well, personally I do because I use these every time I get in the shower. So like I said, I got this 12 pack from Amazon. I want to say it was between like $8 to $10, something like that. It wasn't like more than $1 for each pair of gloves that you get. So to me, I feel like that's a good deal. You can also get these at like the dollar store, but it's not going to be like a huge pack. And probably other places. I've seen them at Target, but the ones at Target I saw, I want to say it was like the Eco Tools brand, and it was like 1 pair for like $3 or $4. And so to me, I feel like this is the best deal to get multiple pairs of gloves for, you know, the best price. So like I said, every time I get into the shower, I will use this one just as like my base cleaning, and any other body wash that I will use in addition to this is like extra, just because I feel like body washes that have like a lot of fragrance, they're not really for the purpose of cleaning. I don't know, to me, when things are just heavily scented, it's not really cleaning, it's kind of covering. So you have to start with the clean surface, and then you can add all of the scented fragrance types of things. So the only other body wash that I would be comfortable using instead of this or in place of this is the Native body wash. And I love the Native brand. If you're not familiar with it, they create like clean products. So they create body wash, toothpaste, deodorant, lotions, like all of that sort of thing, but they don't use any of the harsh chemicals that are typically found in other products. So I personally have only ever used the coconut and vanilla body wash, and it smells so good. Like, it smells, I don't really get a lot of the vanilla, honestly. It mostly smells like coconut, but it's very, very faint. So it's not like a super fragrant body wash where you don't really feel clean after it. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but when I use like the body washes, like a Bath and Body Works body wash, I feel like that's not really cleaning me. I feel like that's just more so for the purpose of me to smell like whatever it is I'm using. So I always use like a cleaning body wash before a scented one. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. but this is the only other one that I would use in place of this one as like my cleaning body wash. And this is sulfate free, it's paraben free, dye free, and phthalate free. I don't even know what a phthalate is, if I'm even pronouncing that right, but it sounds good to me. And the ingredients on the back are listed. It's only about 8 to 10 things. It's all things that I can pronounce, so that makes me feel comfortable with using the product, because a lot of times we really don't know what's in this stuff and we're just using it and trusting it. But I do trust the Native brand just because I've been using it for so long. So after I've done the cleaning and the exfoliating with my gloves, the next step that I do is exfoliate again. I have a few of them here because I'm really deep into this scrub life. So my all-time favorite OG sugar scrub is not anything new. It's the Tree Hut brand sugar scrubs. I know these are super popular. You can get them everywhere. I have the subscription on Amazon, so I just get them regularly, but they also sell them at Target, Walmart, Ulta, Ross, TJ Maxx. You can even find them in there. This is a new one that I haven't opened yet, and this is the tropical mango scent. The tropical mango scent is nice, but my all-time favorite is the vitamin C scrub because it smells like oranges, and the vitamin C helps to fade any scarring that you have on your body. So if you haven't tried one of these, or if you haven't tried the vitamin C version of this, I would really suggest getting that one. That's my all-time favorite of the Tree Hut scrubs, but for some reason I could never find it in the stores around me. So this one I don't mind. I also have, I think it's like coconut and lime. I have that one in my shower now. And all of the Tree Hut scrubs, the sugar scrubs that I've used, I've loved. I've tried the Tree Hut salt scrub and I wasn't so much a fan of that, but I mean, it's a preference. If you prefer salt scrubs, it was okay. It's just I prefer sugar scrubs. So if I'm not using a Tree Hut scrub, the other scrub that I love so much is from the brand Elle Vie, and this is a Black-owned brand. I will leave the information and links for all of this stuff below, but this scrub is the single most moisturizing product, I think, especially for a scrub. I'm not gonna say kind of that I've ever used, and it's not even, the purpose is not to moisturize your skin, the purpose is to exfoliate, but this is so moisturizing. I feel like it's an oil base, and this is a brown sugar scrub opposed to like a white sugar scrub, and I feel like the sugar is like in some sort of oil base. I don't know how she makes it, but it's good. So this is like a scrub. If you use this, I typically use this at night because I like to wear a fragrance before I go to bed, but if I put this on, I don't need to spray anything because it's so fragrant. The scent, this particular scent is Girls Night Out. There are a few different scents. They're all really good. I've tried them all. Well, I've tried all of the original scents. There's some new ones that have come out that I haven't tried yet, but based on the other ones, I'm sure they're good too. And this is just, it's the best thing ever. The only thing with the Elle Vie products is that they are also natural. So this isn't something that you can keep in your shower forever, like the Tree Hut scrubs, because it doesn't have any preservatives. So just be mindful of that. But I highly recommend trying this just because they work, they're effective, and they're so moisturizing, and they smell amazing. So the last scrub, or the most recent scrub that I've added to my routine, is from First Aid Beauty, and it is their Bump Eraser Body Scrub. And this one I love, and it separates itself from the rest because it has a 10% of AHA in this particular scrub. So in addition to the physical exfoliation with the beads that are in here, you're getting a chemical exfoliation with the AHA. So it is removing, you know, the dead skin on a deeper level. It's actually penetrating, and the AHA is removing those dead skin cells, and it's increasing that skin cell turnover on wherever you're using it on your body. And you can literally feel the difference after the first use. This one is the most pricey of all of the scrubs that I've mentioned. This one I want to say this retails for $28. It's an 8-ounce bottle, and a little goes a long way, but it is on the pricey side for a scrub. But to me, it's worth it because it works. This, since I've been using this, I've noticed that some of the scars that I have on my legs, they are fading at a much faster rate than they were before. Scars will always naturally fade over time if it's not something that's like super traumatizing to the skin. But I had a burn mark on my leg from when I first started waxing myself, and I was using sugar wax, and I made it way hotter than I was supposed to, and it literally burned off like a layer, the top layer of my skin, and I had a very dark scar from that. And since I've been using this, it's pretty much gone. I'll include a picture somewhere so that you can see the before and after. But this and the vitamin C tree hut scrub together, I feel like is what has helped with the scar fading at the rapid rate that it has. So I would highly recommend this. I got this from Ulta. I also think they sell it at Sephora, but I don't know of any like other store that you could walk into and pick it up. But I will link it below, and definitely check this out. They sell a smaller trial size, I think for $10 at Ulta. So if you want to try it before spending $28 on the full size, I would definitely recommend that, and I'm sure you will love it because, like I said, even before like I noticed the scars and things like that on my legs fading, I could feel the difference in the texture of my skin on my legs, and they just are much brighter. This KP is what people like refer to as like chicken skin or strawberry legs, when you have like the little dots on your legs. This gets rid of that. Like, this is the purpose of that, but in addition to getting rid of that, it, you know, helps with smoothing and getting rid of dark marks and all of that. So I would highly recommend this. It's not for your face, it's strictly for your body, but I would highly recommend. So while we're talking about exfoliating, to me, one of the main parts of your body that you have to exfoliate that people never mention is your feet. It's summertime, it's sandal season, and there's way too many people that are comfortable with walking around with dry, crusty, ashy feet, and it really bothers me. I know it's not my business, but it's a pet peeve of mine, and I don't like to see it. So get one of these. This is called the Shapey File, and it's in like the shape of your foot, and I use this every time I get into the shower. And you really don't have a need to go and get a pedicure to have smooth feet if you have one of these and you're exfoliating with the other products. Like, I don't know why people act like the only time they can have smooth feet is after they get a pedicure, because quiet as it's kept, most of the times they don't really do a good job, and your feet might be smooth for like a day or two after, and then you're right back to the dry, crusty ashiness. Like, take care of your feet at home. Get you a footy file or shapey file, whatever this is called, shapey file, and your feet will always be smooth. They will be always sandal ready. Like I said, I know it's not my business what other people choose to do, but I think this was like maybe $8. I get it at Walmart. It lasts for a long time. It's still very abrasive while your feet are still wet. You can do it on dry feet, but I think it just is more effective when your feet are wet. In the shower, scrub, it doesn't take long, and you're good to go. Moisturize, your feet are smooth, your feet are soft, and you're ready for your sandals. So I will move on. So while we are talking about like exfoliating, body wash, all of that, I have been using this Olay Cleansing and Renewing Retinol body wash. And this stuff, first of all, it smells divine. I like to use, like I said, body washes that don't have a heavy scent to clean my body. But after I do that, I definitely love going in with this at night because it smells so good. I've never really used Olay products like that. I don't know why, I never tried any of them. But this stuff works very well. It has retinol, and retinol is also a chemical that helps with cell turnover and just like renewing your skin and I love it. Like, I would have never thought to use retinol on my body. Retinol is in a lot of like skincare products, but this stuff also helps with, I think this is also another thing that has helped with like the fading of the dark marks that I have on my legs, because it has retinol and it helps with that cell turnover. So this I would definitely recommend. I got this from Target. I think it was like $8. It smells amazing. Like, even if it didn't do anything else, I would continue to buy this just for the scent. It's super relaxing. It's just very nice. They have this as a nighttime product because it has retinol. And whenever you're using any sort of product with retinol, whether it is a item for your face or your body, it's best to stay out of direct sunlight. So if you are using this, you should be using sunscreen anyways. But if you are not and you're using a retinol product, definitely make sure you're using a sunscreen with it, because you're defeating the purpose. Because when you go back into the sun, it's going to just make all of those dark marks that you're trying to fade even darker. So make sure you're using a sunscreen if you're using any sort of retinol product, but I would highly recommend this. Another Olay body wash that I recently started using is this one, and this one is for exfoliating and moisturizing, and it has vitamin B3, which I'm guessing helps with moisture. I don't know exactly what B3 does, but this is another one that I would continue to buy just for the smell if it didn't have the B3 in it. This one is more of like a fruity scent compared to the other one. This one, it kind of reminds me of like strawberries and cream. The other one, it smells clean. It smells, I don't really know how to describe the other one. I feel like it has a hint of lavender in it, but the other one, it smells really good and fresh and clean. This one I feel like is a little more on the feminine side, and it smells like strawberries and cream. That's what it smells like to me. But it has sugar and cocoa butter in it, and it's like a gentle exfoliant. I don't really feel like any sugar or beads or anything like that with this, but it does make your skin feel really smooth and soft. So I would recommend it. This one is also $8 and I got it from Target. So for me at this point, I've done my basic wash with my unscented products. I've done my exfoliation, and then I go in with the scented body wash. It's then time for hair removal. So I wax most of my body with the exception of my legs, only because I like for my legs to always be hair free, and that waiting period in between waxes, I can't do it for my legs. So what I use is the EOS shaving cream. This one I just picked up. It's the pink citrus scent, but honestly, it's not my favorite scent. The formula for all of the scents are the same, but I couldn't find the one that I really like, which is the lavender and vanilla. And there's also another one that has vanilla that comes in a white bottle. I can't think of the exact scent, but I'll put it on the screen. But I picked up the pink citrus because this is all they had in my Target when I went to re-up, and I really like this. It has natural shea butter, and it says that it's sustainable and wild grown. So I don't really know what that has to do with shaving cream, but girl, I believe them. I don't know. And it says that it's 24-hour moisture, and I wouldn't say 24-hour moisture, but it is moisturizing. It doesn't dry out my skin when I use it. And it says it works for wet or dry shaving. I've never tried dry shaving, so I can't speak to how effective that is. I always shave while I'm in the shower, and it works really well for that. I just use this with the Venus 3-blade razors. I get like a big pack from BJ's, and y'all don't sleep on BJ's. I pick up a lot of beauty products in bulk at BJ's, like my Dove body wash, my razors, sunscreen, those sorts of things. I'm always in there. They probably think that I have like a house full of like 12 children as much as I'm in BJ's, but getting those sorts of products that you know you're always going to use is like a pro tip, because you save a lot of money. But anyways, I really enjoy this, and I use it with the razors. What I will say though, with razors for your legs, the more blades that it has, the closer shave you will get. So I would get at least a razor with 3 blades. If you can find the 5-blade razors, I would recommend those, just because it'll be a closer shave, so your skin will feel smoother. But I can't find very many women's razors that are 5 blades. I can only usually find men razors that are 5 blades. So if you want to use the men razors, that's cool, but for me, the Venus 3-blade ones work just fine. And this is the wax machine or wax pot that I have. I got it off of Amazon, and it's the Femoral brand. I'm not gonna take it out of the box, but it's just a black wax pot, and you plug it up and, well, I'll take it out. Have little wax things all over, so I will not take it out. But it's just a black wax pot, and it is adjustable. It has a very wide range of temperatures. Honestly, I don't know why it goes up to as high of a heat as it does, because I feel like that could potentially burn you if you put it on the highest heat. I usually keep it on one of the lower settings, but it works great. I use it for my underarms, my bikini area, all of that. It works very well. I also get my wax beads from Amazon, and the wax beads that I order, it also comes with the sticks that you need to apply the wax. I use a hard wax, so I don't need the wax strips or anything. And this is the wax brand that I use. For me, it works very well. And yeah, I don't have any complaints about that. But a tip that I learned on TikTok about waxing is to get this. It's called Dermoplast. I also ordered this on Amazon, and it's like a numbing spray. So if you spray this like 10 to 15 minutes before you start your waxing, whether you do it yourself or you go to like an esthetician to get your waxes done, spray this first, and it definitely will help the pain. I feel like a lot of the people in the videos that I've seen on TikTok were hyping it, talking about it numbs you completely and you don't feel anything. You will feel something, but it won't be as unbearable. Well, not unbearable. To me, waxing is not completely horrible the way that some people act. I know everybody has a different threshold of pain tolerance, but this will help make it a more comfortable experience. It's not going to be completely numb. Well, I wasn't completely numb when I used it, but it will help. So it is a pro tip. It is safe to use on your bikini area. This actually is a product that a lot of hospitals give women after they have babies, so it is safe to use to help with like making yourself more comfortable. So I would recommend it. And I want to say this was maybe $3 or $4. It was very inexpensive, so I think it's worth a try either way. So after we've washed ourselves, we've exfoliated, it's now time to moisturize. And this to me is one of my favorite steps, because I love to have glowy skin. Like, it's not enough for me to just have moisturized skin. I need a glow in addition to the moisture. So I'm going to show you the products that I use to achieve the glow. Also, if you are someone that is prone to ingrowns, and whether you wax or shave, you can get ingrowns if you're someone that has really coily body hair. So I would recommend trying Tin Skin. It helps with eliminating, I was ready to say blackheads. It helps with eliminating some of those ingrown bumps in that's just painful. It usually leaves scarring, and it's just a lot to deal with. So for me, this helps with that a lot. I wouldn't say it's completely eliminates, but I notice a difference when I'm using this and when I'm not. I would say this for me is like a 7 out of 10, so that's better than nothing. So I'm still on the hunt for a product to use that really helps with eliminating the ingrowns completely. But in the meantime, I do feel like this works well enough to continue to buy it and use it until I find a more effective product. So I'm not really a fan of lotions. I've never really found a lotion that I feel like does what I really needed to do. So I really like body butters. And one of my favorite body butters is from Tree Hut, and the almond and honey scent is really spectacular. To me, if you are someone that likes the Jergens original scent of their lotion, this smells like the grown-up version of that. As you can see, I need to get a new one. I can't find the almond and honey scent anywhere, and it's really bothering me. Like, I've seen other scents, but I don't want that. I want this one. And I got this on Amazon, and it's not super expensive. I want to say it's between $6 and $8. This is also something that you can find at Ulta, Walmart, TJ Maxx, Ross, those sorts of places. So just keep an eye out if you are interested in trying it, because you can find it just about anywhere. And it is super moisturizing. It's really thick and moisturizing without making your skin feel like it's being weighed down, because sometimes you can use products and they can feel kind of heavy on your skin, and I don't like that, especially in the summer, because you don't want to feel like sticky and all of that. This, it does not do any of that. It's moisturizing. It has a very faint scent. You can smell it and it smells good, but you can still put like your products, your perfume and things like that over this, and it's not going to compete. So I really love this for that reason. But this is for the moisture component, but this is not the glow. For the glow, I use this Palmer's Raw Shea Butter. This stuff is amazing. It will leave your skin with a sheen and a shine and a glow that will really literally last all day until you wipe it off or decide that you no longer want to glow. This will be there. And this, I will say, is a bit on the heavier side. If you put it on, like you get out of the shower and you don't dry yourself off, if you put this on damp skin, it will absorb into your skin much better, so it won't feel like heavy on your skin, if that makes sense. If it absorbs much better on damp skin than on dry skin, but if you put it on dry skin, you will glow longer, if that makes sense at all. So this I really love. I for some reason can't find the bigger jar of this anymore. It comes in a much bigger jar, and it really bothers me that I've only been able to find this. As you can see, this is also something that I actually use. This is pretty much gone. I already have my backup, and it has shea butter, cocoa butter, and vitamin E. And this also smells really good. It kind of smells like, it smells like cocoa butter and almost like the slightest hint of vanilla, but it works very well. This I put on every time before I go to bed. I get out of the shower and I put this on, and you'll wake up and your skin will just be super smooth and super soft. This is really also good for your feet, with moisturizing your feet and keeping them soft. And I highly, highly, highly recommend. The only thing with putting this on your feet is if you're getting ready to go out, you might want to be careful with like the actual sole of your foot, because your foot will be sliding around in your shoe if you're not careful and you put too much on. So I got this from Target. They also sell it in Walmart, Amazon, of course, you can get it there, and beauty supply stores. You can also find it, not like Sally's, but like a regular beauty supply store. You can also find this there. Another body cream, I would say, it's not really a body butter, that I've been using and enjoying is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. And this is super popular right now. And it smells so divine. It smells like coconut and vanilla and the beach, and it just smells really good. I bought this thinking that it was a body butter, and I don't know why I thought it was a body butter, because nothing about this, like if you read the product description, it does not say body butter in there at any point. This is supposed to be a firming cream, and that's the whole point of it, is to help keep your skin firm. I can't say that I've noticed a difference it says that it's a fast absorbing body cream that helps visibly tighten the appearance of skin. I can't say I've noticed a difference, but I use this honestly mostly for the smell. It just smells very good, but it's very expensive. This jar was, I want to say $45, $40, something in that area. And like I said, I personally haven't noticed if it has helped to visibly tighten the appearance of my skin, but I would almost consider buying this again just because I love the smell so much. There is I've been seeing a lot of TikToks again about a cream that Trader Joe's has. I'll put a picture of it, that everyone is saying smells exactly like this, and the Trader Joe's product actually is a body butter. So I definitely want to try that, because if the smell is the same as this, I would much rather buy the $5 body butter than continuing to buy the $45 body cream that I don't know if it is even really doing what it's supposed to do. So this scent also comes in like a body spray and a perfume, but I do enjoy the cream. It just feels very luxurious when I'm using it, but I feel like I don't know if I would purchase it again with my money. Like, I would be happy to receive this as a gift, but I wouldn't want to spend my money on it again, if that makes any sense. And the last moisturizer that I use is this CeraVe moisturizing cream. This I really love because it's unscented and it actually works. Your skin will be super moisturized after you use this. I even use this on my face, and I love it. It says it's for normal to dry skin, and it is also something that is recommended for people with eczema. So if you do have like eczema or issues with like skin flare-ups and things like that, I would suggest trying this. I got this from Ulta, but they sell this at like Target and Walmart also. So if you wanted to just go somewhere and pick it up, you have the option to do that. Like I said, it's unscented. So what I like to do is use this, and I mix it with this, because this is a very thick cream. I'm gonna open it. It's like a shea butter. So if it's not super hot and melted down, it takes a little bit for it to warm up with your body temperature before you can actually like rub it into your skin. So like, I don't know if you can see the glow on camera, but my arm is now glowing. But I like to mix the lotion with the shea butter, and it just dissolves easier, and it just glides into your skin a little easier. So that's what I like to use this for, and I think it works great. So after I've done all of those steps, I then use my deodorant. I use Native deodorant, and I use the eucalyptus and mint scent. That is my favorite of all of the ones that I've tried. I've tried coconut and vanilla, I've done the charcoal, I've done cucumber and mint, and I think those are the only ones that I've tried so far. And they were not bad, but eucalyptus and mint is my favorite. This one to me smells the most fresh. It smells really good. It almost kind of smells like a cologne, like a men's cologne. It's kind of, it has like, I don't know how to describe it, but it smells really good. I feel like this would be a great one for a man if they wanted to try, because I know Native, they have like a lot of fruity scents and things like that for their deodorant, and I just don't feel like deodorant should be fruity. I always just think powder fresh. Like when I hear deodorant, I need something that's going to be fresh. I don't need like strawberries and all of this stuff that they're mixing together for my deodorant, because once you start to, it just doesn't seem like it goes for me. So like I said, the coconut and vanilla one, it wasn't sweet, so it was okay, but I definitely prefer eucalyptus and mint because it's a fresher scent, and so to me, in my mind, that makes it more effective. I know it doesn't work that way, but that's how I process it, and I really like this. I know a lot of people have issues with not just Native deodorant, but any natural aluminum-free deodorant, because they say it doesn't work. But the key to using a natural deodorant and making sure you don't have to worry about any smells is detoxing your underarms so that you don't have to worry about the smell. What I use to detox is this Aztec Indian healing clay, and I love this stuff. I use this all over my body, and what I do is I'll mix this with apple cider vinegar and a little bit of water, mainly just apple cider vinegar, and I'll just make a huge thing of it, and I'll detox my underarms. You can use this for a vajacial. I put it in my hair to detox my hair, and on my knees. I just put it everywhere, honestly. And it works so well. Like, you can maybe, like, to me, I'm very much, my mind is always on overdrive, but to me, I actually feel like it's calming and relaxing me while I use it. Like, almost like I can feel the toxins, that's the word. I almost feel like I can feel the toxins leaving my body, and it's just super relaxing. And so I love this for that. It is very messy, so keep that in mind, but it works very well. So when you first start using natural deodorant, I feel like it's important to detox more frequently. Now I feel like I could go like 6 months without detoxing before I would have an issue with this not being as effective as it is with like a fresh detox, if that makes sense. So I would say if you are trying to transition to a natural deodorant, whether it's native or a different brand, make sure you're detoxing. And I would say detox about once a week, because this is like a natural, it's just bentonite clay. Because it's just bentonite clay, I feel like you can do this as often as you wanted to, but it's kind of inconvenient to continue to mix a clay mask all the time. So it's not really something that you have to do like every day. But I feel like once a week, if you are using this in conjunction with your natural deodorant, the transitioning process will be much easier than just going from like a Dove deodorant to a natural deodorant. I feel like it's going to be a bit more of a process for you, and it may seem less effective. So that's just something to keep in mind. So that is it. Those are all of the products that I use in my body care routine to just keep myself clean and fresh and prep for whatever perfume or fragrance that I'm going to be wearing for the day. I feel like your perfume the scent lasts much longer when you're spraying it onto a very moisturized skin, because to me, it absorbs into your skin better. Another tip is, when you are using like a shea butter or some sort of body oil, spray your fragrance on top of the oil, and as the oil is absorbing into your skin, the fragrance will absorb with it, and it lasts much longer when I apply my fragrance that way than if I'm just randomly spraying, so that is something to keep in mind. But those are all of the products that I use. If you use any of these things and you want to share your thoughts, please leave them below. If you have any suggestions on things that I should try or you think would be a great addition to my routine, please let me know. Like I mentioned, everything will be listed in the description box below, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.